Welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us here today on the traditional territory of the signatories to Treaty 7, including the Blackfoot Confederacy of the Siksika, Kainai, and the Piikani, as well as the Tsuut'ina and Stoney Nakoda nations of Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Wesley. This area also has deep importance to the people of Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. As long as the sun shines, the wind blows, and the water flows, we will honor these lands. I am Jason Kwong, your MC for this afternoon's event. So our province strengths come from the communities, big and small, that shape the character of Albertans. Communities provide people with opportunities to explore their interests, connect with others, and give back in their own way. Supporting communities and helping them improve the experiences of Albertans is what today's announcement is all about. So without further delay, please let me introduce our first speaker of the day, the Honorable Minister of Culture, Minister Jason Luan.
Thank you, Jason. Hello, welcome everyone. Good morning, and thank you for joining us here at the beautiful Crowfoot Arena in Northwest Calgary, which is also my home constituency. So welcome you all. I will have my unbiased view. This is the best constituency in the whole province. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge we have a number of community leaders coming here representing various organizations and, of course, the Crowfoot Arena here. I have Ian, the general manager here, Leslie, ED from Discovery House Calgary, and Casey from Immigrant Services Calgary, and Phillips and Chelsea, Jennifer, Dominic, this one I can hardly, Michaela, and last but not least, Jennifer. My apologies if I don't have all the detailed information, but with the handwriting, I'm just trying to cover as much as I can. Welcome you all here, and I think some of you will speak right after, so we'll learn more about your program. Every year, Albertans are working hard in their community, doing lots of stuff beyond what government can do. Alberta are strong and free, and with the social connection and with each other, through support, through sports, through recreation, through volunteering, and through community program within their own causes. Together, we're making a strong community and strong Alberta. I want to take the opportunity to thank our nonprofit community organizations who make those activities and programs happening day in, day out. Through your program, you brighten lives, help build communities, and contributing directly to our economic recovery. Through the Community Enhancement Program and Community Initiative Program, which is what we're announcing today, the government of Alberta help our nonprofit organizations and citizens to achieve their goals. In fact, the thousands of applications our ministry is receiving for those two programs, and they are always oversubscribed, is a strong indication of how strongly this program plays in our daily life. In response to this, government responded in Budget 2022, which is the current one. We increased funding for CPEF, Community Facility Enhancement Program, by $20 million, and that's a significant increase from where it used to be. I'm proud to say that this increase enabled us to fund more programs, some of which you'll hear today, including the one, Crowfoot Arena, which I know how much my constituency here love to use this facility here. Our government wants to help nonprofit organizations grow their ability to provide more inclusive programs and services to benefit everyone, to enrich the lives of Albertans. The Community Facility Enhancement Program fosters healthy, vibrant community across our province. It helps support and renew expansion, purchase, or building of sports, recreational, cultural, arts, and related community facilities for public usage. Another program called the Community Initiative Program empowers our community to work on causes that oftentimes is benefiting the community for charitable purposes and others. This is opportunity that Albertans can be part of building a community better for the causes that they believe in. Whether it's a facility enhancement, whether it's a social recreational program, cultural program, which I am fully aware of. We just celebrated Chinese Lunar New Year, and lots of programs are still going. In both the program, the grant programs we're talking about today, we look for projects that provide broader benefits to diverse groups within our community. Such programs provide for some local economic benefits to our community. Others will directly address the needs by the community. Every recipient play a major role in their community in both the short-term and long-term funded programs. I am pleased that Alberta government is also is very much supporting our community, provide those worthy projects, and work with organizations to enhance the quality of life for Albertans. Right here at Crowfoot Arena, Calgary, like I mentioned, I know how much my constituency love to access programs here. With funding from Community Facility Enhancement Program, Crowfoot Minor Hockey Association was able to replace the major components of the arena's ice plant, which helped to make the facility here much more user-friendly here. Without it, there could be no one to enjoy the skating and play the games. And I want to thank you. I want to say a thank you to Crowfoot Minor Hockey Association. I want to thank the arena for you guys doing your part to make our community better. When we invest in those programs, we take a thoughtful approach, and we want to make sure the money that Albertans entrust to us get the best leverage out of that. I want to mention that both CIP and CPAP program is a matching grant. That means community come to the table with what they identified as what's needed to be done, but also with money on the table. And when government come to support such program, let me tell you this, from my direct experience, this is the best money taxpayer money can be used for. Minimally double what government investment in. Oftentimes, it goes way beyond that matching capacity. When you talk about the values for volunteers, you talk about the joy and satisfaction beyond the dollar figure for our community members. It is a wonderful, wonderful program. With the additional $20 million we have, we were able to allocate over $40 million this year for such program. Let me tell you this, our job is not done yet. We have more decisions to make. I'm looking forward to see more program like what you're saying today will be supported through our province. Local nonprofits form the backbone of the strong, healthy community, and the government of Alberta is proud to support them as we improve the quality of life for all Albertans. Thank you all for being here with me for this wonderful announcement. And together, we're making sure Alberta will continue to be the best place to live, to work, and raise a family. Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you very much, Minister Luan, for those words. Now I'd like to invite Ian Brownlee, the facility manager of Crowfoot Arena, to say a few words. Ian?
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming out. It's a pleasure to have you here. I just want to say what a wonderful program this is. It's really allowed a lot of nonprofits, such as myself and many of the other people here today, to continue to run our facilities in a responsible manner fiscally, but also to provide quality and low cost to our users and make sure that everything's safe and operational Without this program, it would be an astronomical effect on our budgets to operate safely and responsible. Basically, on behalf of myself, the Crowfoot Minor Hockey Association, everybody else that's received funding, and the communities that use all of our facilities, I'd just like to say thank you to the Government of Alberta, the Ministry of Culture, and all those involved with it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ian. Much appreciated. Next to speak, we have Leslie Hill, who's the Executive Director of Discovery House Violence Prevention here in Calgary. Leslie?
Thanks, Jason, and thank you so much, Minister Luan. My name is Leslie Hill, and I'm the Executive Director at Discovery House Family Violence Prevention Society. I'm so grateful to be here today on behalf of the children and women that Discovery House works with every day, because this announcement says that Albertans believe that they deserve safety. This infusion of funds will allow us to complete critical repairs to our shelter space for over 600 children and mothers every year, families who are bravely leaving domestic violence. This funding is critical. A shelter like Discovery House is not just a building. A shelter is the peaceful, safe home where you rest and recover from a long day. It is the counseling spaces where you and your children work hard on building new skills and understanding. A shelter is joyful playgrounds and gardens and a friendly community space where you make new friends, ones that know what you've been through. Our shelter is an amazing place that helps families heal from the trauma of domestic violence, preventing the cycle of abuse from continuing. It is a space of tremendous bravery, optimism, potential, and hope. Discovery House is thankful and appreciative of this generous support from the government of Alberta that will help us to transform lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Leslie, for that. Much appreciated. Next, I would like to invite Casey Kennedy, Chief Client Services Officer of Immigrant Services Calgary, up to the podium, please.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Minister. On behalf of Immigrant Services Calgary and the communities we serve, we'd like to thank the Government of Alberta for inviting us to speak here today. Immigrant Services Calgary serves over 15,000 newcomers every year, ensuring immigrants and refugees have the support they need to settle, to succeed, and to contribute to the socioeconomic landscape of Calgary and Alberta. In 2021, we went live with the Gateway Initiative, a community collaborative of over 65 partners working together to support newcomers by providing needs assessments to newcomers and then connecting them to the right services, products, and programs to meet their full potential, like those organizations that are here today. Funding provided through the Community Facility Enhancement Program will enable Immigrant Services Calgary to expand and renovate our physical space, improve service provision, increase the number of newcomers served, and ensure their first experience with Gateway as the future single point of entry in Calgary is welcoming and exudes dignity, respect, and pride. Our data shows that over 49% of newcomers coming through the Gateway Needs Assessment have a bachelor's degree or higher. That increased capacity to serve newcomers through this funding will indirectly enable clients we serve to fill the thousands of job openings across the province in healthcare, technology, engineering, among others. Thank you to the Government of Alberta for supporting Immigrant Services Calgary, our clients, partners, and the communities we serve.
Thank you, Casey. So we have one final speaker for today. I would like to invite Philip Calvert, the Chief Development Officer for Heritage Park Society, up to the podium to come say a few words, please and thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Minister Luan, and thank you to the Government of Alberta for inviting me here today. This funding will go a long ways towards supporting Indigenous voices, their stories, and their experiences at Heritage Park. It will allow for us to plan and execute more Indigenous events with the aid and expertise of our friends in the Indigenous community. We have been in the leading role of telling the story of Western Canada for the last 60 years, and it's a role that we take very seriously. This funding will help us to continue on that path together. We would also like to thank, again, the Government of Alberta for its commitment to funding Indigenous-focused programming and events. Thank you.
So that concludes our event today. I want to thank everyone for joining us today, all the dignitaries and the guests. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.